Hello everyone! We're about to tour the National Capital Region cities and their tourist attractions. But before that, let me tell you about our new norms for traveling. First, you have to have alcohol, mask, and sanitizer for safety precautions while traveling. Second, you have to be 1 meters of other people to be safe. That is all. And now, let's get to the tourist attractions. On the district that will guide you is the 3rd District of National Capital Region. The first city of the 3rd District that we're about to tour is the Caloocan City. A brief background of Caloocan City. Caloocan is officially known as the City of Caloocan, which is first-class highly urbanized city in Metropolitan Manila, Philippines. One of their tourist attraction is the Bonifacio Monument. Bonifacio Monument is built for the bravery and nationalism of Andres Bonifacio, the founder of the Katipunan. This is for the time he fought for independence against the Spanish colonial. Another tourist attraction of the Caloocan City is the Horace Higgins Hall. It was once used to be a two-story storage building of the Manila Railroad Company, now known as the Philippine National Railways. It was named after Horace Longwood Higgins, the first general manager of the MMR. It was built in 1929 for the records of Manila Railroad Company on the first floor of the Stores Department and the printing offices on the second floor. Moving on to the last tourist attraction of the Caloocan City is the Taoist Temple Pagoda. The Taoist Temple Pagoda is an old Taoist temple and was built by the Chinese community. It is a 100-year-old temple and is a remarkable landmark and a sacred place of worship, signifying the growing Chinese community in the city. That's it for the Caloocan City. Now, we are moving to the next city, which is called the Malabon City. Malabon City is primarily a residential and industrial area, and is one of the most densely populated cities in the metropolis. We have tourist attraction for the Malabon City. The tourist attraction is the Asilo de Huertanos. This is where the La Independencia, the organ of the Katipunan, was printed. This place also served as an orphanage to those who were affected by the plague of 1882.
On behalf of Wanderlust Travel and Tour welcomes you all the beautiful place of Navotas. Navotas is known as the fishing capital of the Philippines, and Navotas has a total land of 10.69 kilometers or 1,069 hectares. And I welcome you all to the two tourist spots here in Navotas. First is the San Jose de Navotas Parish Church. This is the oldest parish in Navotas and it was built early 1838 to 1862. Okay guys, let's move to another tourist spot and I present to the Casa Manila Museum. The structure of the building is colonial structures and the interesting part is you can find something include paintings, decorative items, and more. Here are the two festivals of Navotas. First is the Pangisdaan Festival. This is the celebration featuring a float and a street dancing competition, focusing on the fishing industry of the city. And the second is the Penitencia, this event wherein devotees do acts of contrition by hitting their backs several times a small bamboo sticks attached at the end of the string in their belief that their sin will be forgiven.
Hello guys and welcome to the 4th District of the National Capital Region or NCR. The first city that we're going to visit is the Las Piñas City. Las Piñas was one of the earliest fishing settlements on the shores of Manila Bay. The first tourist attraction that we're going to visit is the Bamboo Organ Museum. This museum can be found at St. Joseph Parish Church. It houses a 19th century old organ with unique pipes. Most of it are made entirely with bamboo and was completed in 1824. The organ was declared as a National Cultural Treasure of the Philippines in 2003. The next tourist attraction of the Las Piñas City is the Zapote Bridge. This bridge is the site where the Battle of Zapote River, also known as the Battle of Zapote Bridge, happened on June 13, 1899. It was between 3,000 Americans and 5,000 Filipinos. It was the second largest battle of the Philippine-American War. The last tourist attraction that we're gonna visit is the Sarao Jeepney Factory. The Sarao Jeepney Factory is a jeepney factory that made Las Piñas the jeep producing center of Metro Manila. They produce almost all the jeepneys that you can see in the city. On to our next city that we're gonna visit is the Makati City. The Makati City is the financial center of the Philippines. It has the highest concentration of multinational and local corporations in the country. Major banks, corporations, department stores, as well as foreign embassies are based in Makati. The first tourist destination that we're gonna visit is the Ayala Museum. The Ayala Museum features exhibits of Filipino culture, art, and history. It has 60 dioramas explaining the history of a courageous nation and a collection of pre-Hispanic gold jewelry. On to our next tourist attraction, which is the Greenbelt Chapel. This is a chapel that is found at the center of the colored grounds within the Greenbelt malls. It holds a masses thrice a day. The chapel is intended for meditation and prayer within the city. It is surrounded by beautiful trees. The last tourist attraction for the Makati City is the Ayala Triangle. The Ayala Triangle is an urban park in Makati that has over hundreds of trees such as rain trees, golden palms, fire trees, kamuning, and podocarpus. Every Christmas, there is a light show in the area, which is visited by many.
Okay, my dear tourists, our next destination is Taguig. And here's some two best tourist spots. First, Venice Grand Canal Mall. The inspiration of this mall, it's inspired the Italy's most romantic cities. And the second tourist spot, we're going to Bonifacio Global City. Popularly known simply as BCG, it's popular for having the glitzy shopping area where it's filled with big brands. This is the end of our tour guiding and I hope you all enjoyed our trip. Thank you.
Okay, so that's the end of our tour for the National Capital Region. Now, I'm going to ask you if you remember some of the tourist attractions that we promoted and discussed. First, if Jose wants to go to a monument that is built for bravery and nationalism, where should he go? The answer is the Bonifacio Monument. Second question, if Maria wants to go to a sacred place with a remarkable landmark, where should she go? The answer is the Tai-to-Taiwis Temple Pagoda. Third question, if you want to go to a festival while watching some people hit their backs several times with a bamboo stick, what festival should you go? The answer is the Penitencia Festival. Fourth question. Jack wants to buy a jeepney that is a Las Piñas designed one. What factory of tourist attraction should he go? The answer is the Sarao Jeepney Factory. Last question. If Rose wants to relax on a park with lots of different trees, where should she go? The answer is the Ayala Park. That is all for the questions. I hope you enjoyed our virtual tour guide, and we are hoping to see you again in a different location and tourist attraction. Make sure to be wise to pick a tourist attraction according to the season you're going. I hope you have a nice day. Thank you all.